Sounds crazy, no? But here in our little village of Anatevka, you might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. Isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there so long? It's so dangerous. Stay. Because Anatevka is our home. How do we keep our balance? That I can tell you in one word. Tradition! 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 Because of our traditions, we've kept our balance for many years. Here in Anatevka, we have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, even how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered. And we wear these little prayer shawls to show our constant devotion to God. Now, you may ask, how did these traditions get started? I'll tell you, I don't know. But they're traditions. Because of our traditions, everybody knows who he is. And what God expects him to do. Who day and night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has the right, as master of the house, to have the final word at home. The Papa! The Papa! Tradition! The Papa! The Papa! Tradition!
Must know the way to make a proper home, a quiet home, a kosher home. Who must raise a family and run the home, so Papa's free to read the holy book. The Mama, the Mama. Tradition. The Mama, the Mama. Tradition.
Voice. At 3 I started Hebrew school. At 10 I learned a trading. I hear they picked a bride for me. I hope she's pretty. The sons, the sons. Tradition. The sons, the sons. Tradition.
And who does Mama teach to mend and tend and fix? Preparing me to marry whoever Papa picks.
The daughters, the daughters. I have 5 daughters. Tradition. The daughters, the daughters. Tradition. Day and night has ready our tradition. Tradition. And in the circle of our little village, we've always had our many special times. For instance, Yenta, the matchmaker.
Avram, I found a match for your son, a wonderful girl.
Who is it?
Rachel, the shoemaker's daughter.
But she can hardly see. She's almost blind.
Tell me, Avram, is your son so much to look at? The way she sees, the way he looks, it's a perfect man.
And Reb Nachum, the beggar.
Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor.
Here, Reb Nachum, is 1 kopeck.
1 kopeck. Last week you gave me 2 kopeck.
I had a bad week.
So if you had a bad week, why should I suffer?
And most important, our beloved rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
Blessing for the Tsar. Certainly. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
And of course, there are the others in our village. They make up a much larger circle. His Honor the Constable, His Honor the Priest, His Honor and many the others. We don't bother them, and so far they don't bother us. Amongst ourselves, we get along perfectly well. Now, of course, there was the time when he sold him a horse but delivered a mule. That's all settled now. Now we live in simple peace.
It was a horse!
It was a mule!
It was a horse!
It was a horse!
A mule, I tell you!
Horse! 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 Horse!
Traditions. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.
Mama, where should I put these?
Put them on my head. By the stove, foolish girl. Where's Hava?
She's in the barn milking. When will Papa be home?
It's almost Sabbath and he worries a lot when he'll be home. All day long, riding on top of his wagon like a prince.
Oh, Mama, you know Papa works hard.
His horse works harder. And you don't have to defend your papa to me. I know him a little longer than you do. He could drive a person crazy. You should only live and be well. Sprinzer, bring me some potatoes. Hava, did you finish milking?
Yes, Mama.
You were reading again? Why does a girl have to read? Will it get her a better husband? Here.
Mama, Yensa's coming. She's down the road. Oh, I wonder if Yenta found a husband for you yet.
From your mouth to God's ears.
Why does she have to come now? It's almost Sabbath.
That's what you were doing. I want to talk to Yenta alone.
Mama, can I go out and play?
You have feet? Go.
Can I go too?
Go to.
But Mama, the men she finds, the last one, he was so old, he was baldy, had no hair.
Poor girl without a dowry can't be so particular. You want hair? Marry a monkey.
After all, Mama, I'm not yet 20 years old.
Shut up! Do you have to boast about your age? You want to tempt the evil eye? Inside.
Golda! Golda! I had to come and see you because I have such news for you. And not every day it'll be news, once in a lifetime news. Where are your girls? Outside? No? Good. Such diamonds, such jewels. You'll see, I'll find each one of them a husband. But you mustn't be so picky. Even the worst husband, God forbid, is better than no husband at all, God forbid. And who should know better than I? Ever since my poor husband died, I've been a widow. Alone, no one to talk to, nothing to say to anyone. It's no life. All I do at night is think of him, and even thinking of him gives me no pleasure, because, as you know, he wasn't much of a person. Never made a living. Everything he touched turned to mud. Oh, but better than nothing.
Good evening. Is Idle in the house?
Yes, but she's busy. You can come back later.
Well, there's something I'd like to tell her.
Later.
Oh, Model, I thought I heard you.
Finish what you were doing. I said later.
All right.
What does that poor tailor Martha want with your Zytle?
They've been friends since they were babies together.
They play? What do they play?
Who knows? They're just children.
From such children come other children.
I thought he said nothing. Yenta, you said you had
Oh,
news.
children, they are a blessing in your old age. My Aaron, may he rest in peace, couldn't give him children. Believe me, he was good as gold. Never raised his voice to me, but other than that, he wasn't much good of a man. So what good was it if he never raised his voice to me? Oh, but what's the use complaining? Other women enjoy complaining, but not Yenta. Not every woman is a Yenta. Well, I must prepare my poor Sabbath table. So goodbye, Golda. It was a pleasure talking our hearts out to each other.
Yenta, you said you had news.
Oh, I'm losing my head. One day it will fall off altogether. A horse will kick it into the mud, and goodbye, Yenta. Of course, the news. It's about Laser Wolf, the butcher. A good man, a fine man, and I don't have to tell you he's well off, but he's a lonely poor man, a widower. You understand? Of course you do. Well, to make it short, out of the whole village, he's cast his eye on your Zeigel.
My Zeigel?
No, the Tsar's Zeigel. Of course your Zeigel.
Such a match for my Zeigel. Tevye wants a learned man. He doesn't like Laser.
So we won't marry him. Laser wants the daughter, not the father. Listen, Golda, send Tevye to him. Don't tell him what it's about. Let Laser discuss it. He's a good man, a fine man. He will win him over, right? Of course, right. And he will tell me how it went. And you don't have to thank me, because aside from my fee, which of course Laser will pay, it gives me great satisfaction to make people happy. And what better satisfaction is there? So goodbye, Golda. And you're welcome.
What did she want, Mama?
What I want you to know, I'll tell you. Finish doing the laundry.
I wonder if Yenta found a husband for you yet? I'm not anxious for Yenta to find me a husband.
Not unless it's Mottle the tailor.
No one asked you.
Well, Zina, they have to make a match for you before they can make one for me. And after you, one for me. So Yenta brings...
Oh, Yenta.
Well, someone has to arrange marriages around here. Young people can't just go deciding these things for themselves. She might bring someone wonderful, someone interesting, and well-off, and important.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, matchmaker,
I'll bring the veil, you bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see.
for Papa, make him a scholar.
For Mama, make him rich as a king.
For me,
Well, I wouldn't holler if he were as handsome as anything.
matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own. So, Hava, since when have you been interested in a match? I thought you had your eye on your books. And you are the rabbi's son.
Well, why not? We only have one rabbi and he only has one son. Why shouldn't I want the best?
Because you're a girl from a poor family. So what I begin to bring, she'll take, right? Of course, right. Oh, hold on. I'm walking about to you. He's handsome. He's young. All right, he's 62, but he's a nice man, a good catch. True? True. I promise you'll be happy. And even if you're not, there's more to life than that. Don't ask me what.
to make my horse throw his shoe just before Sabbath. It wasn't nice. It's bad enough you pick on me, Tevye. You bless me with 5 daughters and a life of poverty. What have you got against my horse? You know, sometimes I think when things are a little slow up there, you say to yourself, I wonder what kind of mischief I can make for my good friend Tevye.
You're finely near, my breadwinner.
Talk to you later.
Where is your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith's for Sabbath.
Hurry up. The sun won't wait for you. I have something to say to you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already. You make many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor. There's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I were to have a little fortune? Huh? If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bop. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty-bitty rich, diddle-diddle-diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with a real wooden floor below. There could be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can, and with each loud would land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy-biddy-bop. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty-bitty rich, diddle-diddle-diddle man, I'd see my wife, my golden, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising the meals to her heart's delight. She would be putting on airs and strutting like a peacock, with the happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town would come to fawn on me. They would ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the Wise. If you please, Rebetevia, pardon me, Rebetevia, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in a synagogue and pray. Maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. I would discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, You decreed I should be what I am. But would it spoil some vast, eternal fact if I were a worthy man?
Tevye, you forgot my order for the Sabbath.
I don't remark I had a little accident with my horse.
Teddy, you didn't bring the rabbi's order.
I know, Reb Mendel.
Tevye, you forgot my order for the Sabbath.
This is bigger news than the plague in Odessa.
Speaking of news, terrible news in the outside world. Terrible.
What is it?
What does it say? In a village called Rahanka, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their homes. For what reason? It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land, maybe a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Ah, man.
Why don't you ever bring us any good news? I only read it. It was an edict from the authorities.
May the authorities start to itch in places they can't scratch.
Ah, man.
Why do you curse them? What good is your cursing? You stand around and curse and chatter and you don't do anything. You'll all chatter your way into the grave.
Excuse me, you're not from this village.
No.
And where are you from?
Kiev. I was a student in the university there.
Aha, the university. Is that where you learn to criticize your elders?
That's where I learned there's more to life than talk. You should know what's going on in the outside world.
Why should I break my head about the outside world? Let them break their own heads.
He's right. As the good book says, if you spit in the air, it lands in your face.
That's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the world.
Well, he's right.
He's right and he's right? How can they both be right?
You know, you are also right.
He's right. He's still wet behind the ears. Good Sabbath, Tevye.
Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath.
Teddy, the rabbi's order. My cheese.
Oh, yes, yes, of course. So you're from Kiev, Reb...
Perchik.
Perchik. That means you are a newcomer here. Huh? Well, as Abraham said, I am a stranger in a strange land.
That was Moses.
Of course. Yes. And as King David said, I am slow of speech and slow of tongue.
That was also Moses.
For a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot. Here. Have peace.
I have no money, and I'm not a beggar.
Oh, go on, take it. It is a blessing for me to give.
Very well. For your sake.
Thank you. You know it's no crime to be poor.
In this world, it's the rich who are the criminals. Someday their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice. If they would agree, I would agree.
And who will make this miracle come to pass?
People, ordinary people,
Like you.
like me.
Nonsense.
Well, until this golden day of yours comes, that Perchik, how will you live, huh?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have children?
I have 5 daughters.
5.
Daughters.
Well, girls should learn too. Girls are people.
A radical.
I would be willing to teach them. Open their minds to great thoughts.
What great thoughts, huh?
The Bible has many lessons for our time.
I am a very poor man. Food. 4 lessons. Good, good. You will stay Sabbath with us. Yes, we don't eat like kings, but then again we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Where does the book say that?
It doesn't say that exactly, but somewhere it says something about a chicken. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
Virgin, come give me a hand. Yes, just grab a hold of that. This goes right there. Yes, we're going off right to the barn. That way. Yes, yes, that's very light. children.
Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath, Papa.
Children, this is Perchik. Perchik, this is my oldest daughter.
Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
You have a pleasant daughter.
I have 5 pleasant daughters. This is mine. 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 This is not mine. Perchik, this is Muttled Captain's oil. He's the tailor in town.
So, you did me a favor and came in.
This is also mine. Golden, this is Perchik. He is from Kiev. He's going to stay Sabbath with us. He's a teacher. Would you like to take lessons from him?
I really am a good teacher, a very good teacher.
I heard once the rabbi who must praise himself has a congregation of 1.
Your daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
The wit she gets from me. As the good book
The
said,
good book can wait. Get washed.
the tongue she gets from her mother.
Mottled, you're also eating with us. Of course, another blessing. Zeit and 2 more. Spritze, be out and get washed. Make the Sabbath.
Mottle can help me.
All right. Kava, you go too. You can wash outside of the well. Tevye, I have something to say to you.
Why should today be any different?
Tevye, I have to tell you.
Shh, I'm Gray.
Laser Wolf wants to see you.
Would you? What about?
I don't know, only that he says it is important.
What could be so important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After the Sabbath, see him and talk to him.
Talk about what? If he wants my new milk cow, he can forget it.
Tevye, don't be an ox. A man sends an important message, at least you can talk to
Talk
him.
about what? He wants my new milk cow.
Talk to him.
All right. After Sabbath, I'll talk to him.
Mottle Yenta was here.
I saw her.
If they agree on someone, there'll be a match and it'll be too late for us.
Don't worry, Zylo. I found someone who'll sell me his used sewing machine, so in a few weeks I'll save up enough money to buy it. Then your father will be impressed with me.
But Mottle, in a few weeks it may be too late.
What else can we do?
You could ask my father for my hand tonight. Now.
Why should he consider me now? I'm just a poor tailor.
I'm just the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
Zylo, if your father says no, well, that's it. It's final. He'll yell at me.
Mottle.
I'm just a poor tailor.
Mottle, even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
That's true.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right. All right. I'll talk to him.
Slade, where is everybody? Slade.
Reb Tevye? Reb Tevye?
Children, come in. We're lighting the candles.
Reb Tevye? Reb Tevye? Reb
What
Tevye?
is it, Marshal? What?
Good Sabbath. Reb Tevye. Good Sabbath, Mottle.
Good Sabbath. Children, come.
your best brandy and 2 glasses. Your best brandy, Reblazer.
Oh, what's the occasion? Are you getting ready for a party?
Well, there might be a party, maybe even a wedding.
A wedding? Wonderful. And I'd be happy to make it a merry one. Lead the dancing and so forth. For a little fee, naturally.
No, naturally, a wedding is no wedding without you and your fee.
Good evening, innkeeper.
Good evening.
We'd like a drink. Sit down, Fiedka.
A vodka or a schnapp?
Vodka.
Right away.
Good evening.
Good evening, Reptevia.
What are you doing here so early? He wants to buy my new milk cow. Good evening, Reblazer.
Ah, Tevye, sit down, have a drink.
I won't insult you by saying no.
How goes it with you, Tevye?
How should it go?
You're right.
Yes, with you?
The same.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And so how goes it with your brother-in-law in America?
Oh, he's doing very well, thank you.
Oh, he wrote you.
Not recently.
Then how do you know?
If he was doing badly, he would write.
Oh. Yeah. Tevye, I suppose you know why I wanted to see you.
Oh, yes, I do, Laser Wolf, and there's no sense talking about it.
Why not?
Why, yes. Why should I get rid of her?
Well, you have a few more without her.
Oh, I see. Today you want 1. Tomorrow you may want 2.
2? What would I do with 2?
Same as you do with 1.
Tevye, this is very important to me.
Why is this so important to you?
Well, frankly, because I am lonesome.
Lonesome? What are you talking about?
You don't know?
Of course I know. We're talking about my new milk cow, the one you want to buy from me.
A milk cow, so I won't be lonesome.
What is so funny?
I was talking about your daughter's idol.
My daughter's idol?
Of course, your daughter's idol I see in my butcher shops every Thursday. She's made a good impression on me. I like her. And as for me, Tevye, as you know, I'm pretty well off. I have my own house and a good store and a servant. Oh, Tevye, so why do we have to try to impress each other? Let's shake hands and call it a match, and you won't need a dowry for her. And maybe you'll find something in your own purse, too.
My own purse? Shame on you. Shame. What do you mean my own purse? My cycle is not the sort I would sell for money.
All right, just as you say, we won't talk about money. The important thing is, let's get it done with. And Tevye, I'll be good to her, Tevye. I like her. What do you think?
What do I think? I never liked him. Why should I? You can have a pleasant conversation with him if you talk about livers and kidneys. On the other hand, not everybody has to be a scholar. And if you're wealthy enough, no one will ever call you stupid. With the butcher, my daughter would surely never know hunger. There's a problem. He's older than she is. It's her problem. She's young. It's your problem. I always thought of him as a butcher. Maybe I was mistaken. He's a good man. He likes her. He'll try to make her happy. Do I think? It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
Oh, Tevye, that's wonderful. Let's drink on it.
To you.
Oh, no, my friend. To you.
To the both of us.
To our agreement.
To our agreement. To our prosperity. To our good health and happiness. But most important, to life. To life. Alive. Here's to the father I try to be.
Here's to my bride to be.
Drink l'chaim to life, l'chaim. L'chaim to life. Life has a way of confusing us.
Blessing and bruising us.
Drink l'chaim to life. God would like us to be joyful even when our hearts lie panting on the floor.
How much more can we be joyful when there's really something to be joyful for?
To life, l'chaim. To cycle, my daughter.
My wife!
It gives you something to think about, something to drink about. Drink l'chaim to life.
Drink for
Papa. You're Papa. I always wanted a son. You wanted one a little younger than myself.
Good evening, Constable.
What's the celebration?
Tevye is marrying off his oldest daughter.
May I offer my congratulations, Tevye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Tevye, I have a piece of news I think I should give you, as a friend.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm telling you this because I like you. You are a decent, honest person, even though you are a Jewish dog.
How often does a man get a compliment like that? And the news?
We received orders that sometime soon this district is to have a little unofficial demonstration.
Program?
Just a little unofficial demonstration.
How big?
Not too serious. Some mischief. So that if an inspector comes through here, he will see that we have done our duty. Personally, I don't see why there has to be this trouble between people, but I thought I should tell you, and you can tell the others.
Thank you, Your Honor. You are a decent man. If you don't mind my saying so, it's too bad you're not a Jew.
That's what I like about you, Tevye. Always joking. And congratulations again for your daughter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Dear God, did you have to send me news like that on today of all days? I realize that we are the chosen people. Once in a while, couldn't you choose somebody else? Anyway, thank you for sending a husband for my side.
Children, I will tell you the story from the Bible of Laban and Jacob, and then we will discuss it together, all right? Good. Now, Laban had two daughters, Leah and the beautiful Rachel. Jacob loved the younger Rachel, and he asked Laban for her hand. Well, Laban agreed if Jacob would first work for him for 7 years.
Was Laban a mean man?
He was an employer. Now, after Jacob worked 7 years, do you know what happened? Laban fooled him and gave him his ugly daughter Leah. And to marry Rachel, Jacob was forced to work another 7 years. You see, children, the Bible clearly teaches us we must never trust an employer. Do you understand?
Yes, Bertie.
Good. Now let's turn
Papa,
to the
isn't
story.
that yes?
No, Mama.
Then enough lessons. We have to do Papa's work for him today. How long can he sleep? He stayed at home last night and fell into bed like a dead man. Can't get a word out of him. Put that away and clean the barn. Call me when Papa gets up.
Yes, Mama. That was a very interesting lesson, Perchik.
Do you think so?
Although I don't know if the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
And neither, I suppose, would the rabbi's son?
My little sisters have big tongues.
And what do you know about him, except that he is the rabbi's son? Would you be interested in him if he were the shoemaker's son or the tinsmith's son?
Well, at least I know this. He doesn't have any strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Certainly. Any new idea would be strange to you. Remember, the Lord said, "Let there be light."
Yes, but he was not speaking to you personally. Good day.
You have spirit, even a little intelligence, perhaps.
Thank you.
But what good is your brain? Without curiosity, it's a rusty tool. Good day, Hannah.
We
to a girl. But of course, that's too traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our traditions, nothing must change. Everything is perfect exactly the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing. All over but here. Here, men and women must keep apart. Men study, women in the kitchen. Boys and girls must not touch, should not even look at each other.
I am looking at you.
Very brave. Do you know that in the city, boys and girls can be affectionate without permission of a matchmaker? They hold hands together. They even dance together. New dances, like this. Do you like it? I learned it in Kiev.
It's very nice.
There. We've just changed an old custom.
Well, you're welcome. I mean, thank you. I mean, good day.
Good day.
Prinza Bielka! What is your name?
Hello, Papa.
Huddle, where is that?
Well, she's in the barn milking.
Go fetch her out. Perchik, how are the lessons going today?
I think we made a very good beginning.
Oh, good.
We're finally up. What happened last night besides your drinking like a peasant? Did you see Laser Wolf? What did he say? What did you say? Do you have news?
Patience, woman. As the good book says, good news will stay and bad news will refuse to leave. And there's another saying.
No, you can die from such a man.
Besides, oh, my lad, you are to be congratulated. You're going to be married.
Oh, married.
What do you mean, Papa?
Laser Wolf has asked for your hand.
Oh, I knew it.
The butcher?
My heart told me this was our lucky day. Dear God, I thank thee, I thank thee.
Well, Title, what do you have to say, eh?
What can she say? My firstborn bride. You grew old with him in fortune and honor. Not like Fru Sarah, that first wife of his. She was a bitter woman, may she rest in peace. Not like my sight. Now I must go thank him to my sight as a bride.
Mazel tov, Seidel.
You call that a mazel tov? And you, Perchik, aren't you going to congratulate her?
Congratulations, Zeitel, for getting a rich man.
Again with the rich. What is so wrong with being rich?
It's no reason to marry. Money is the world's curse.
May the Lord smite me with it, and may I never recover. Miss Idle knows I only care for her welfare, don't you?
Yes, Papa.
There, you see?
Oh, I see. I see very well.
And you, Zidon, why are you so silent? Aren't you happy with this blessing?
Oh, Papa. Papa.
What is it?
Papa, I don't want to marry him. I can't marry him. I
I
can't.
mean you can't. If I say you will, you will.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything. I'll hire myself out as a servant. I'll dig dishes.
What
I'll-
is wrong with Laser Wolf? He likes you.
Papa, I will be unhappy with him. All my days will be unhappy. I'll dig ditches. I'll haul rocks.
So we made an agreement, and with us, an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important than I am, Papa? Papa, please don't force me to marry him. I'll be unhappy all my days.
All right. I won't force you.
Oh, thank you, Papa.
I guess it was not ordained, that you should have all the comforts of life, and we should have little joy and happiness in our old age, after all of our hard work.
Rentevia, may I speak to you?
Not now, Martin, later.
I would like to speak to you, Rentevia.
Now, Martin, I have problems.
But that's what I would like to speak to you about. I think I can help.
Certainly, like a bandage can help a corpse. Bye, Martin.
At least listen to him, Papa.
All right. You have a tongue. Talk.
Rentevia, I hear you're arranging a match for Zeidel.
He also has ears.
I have a match for Zeidel.
What kind of a match?
Perfect fit.
Perfect fit.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
This match was made exactly to measure.
Exactly to measure, like a glove, a perfect. Stop talking like a tailor and tell me who it is.
Please don't shout at me, Reptavia.
I won't shout at you. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Me!
Myself.
Himself? You must be crazy or you're out of your mind. You must be crazy. What are you, the bridegroom, the matchmaker, the guests all rolled up into one? I suppose you'll even perform the ceremony. You must be crazy.
Please don't shout at me, Reptavia. As for being my own matchmaker, I know it's a little unusual.
Unusual? It's crazy.
Well, times are changing, Reptavia. You see, the thing is, your daughter Zyto and I gave each other our pledge more than a year ago that we would marry.
You gave each other a pledge?
Yes, Papa, we gave each other our pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do you think you are? America? And what do you think you're doing? Hey, you snitcher. You're nothing. Who do you think you are? King Solomon? This isn't the way it's done. Not here, not now. Some things I cannot, I will not allow. Tradition! Marriages must be arranged by the papa. This must never be changed. One little time you pull out a prop, and where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Do I have anything to say about my daughter, or doesn't anybody ask her father anymore?
Well, I've wanted to ask you for some time, Reptavia. But first I wanted to save up for my own sewing machine.
Don't talk nonsense. You're just a poor tailor.
Yes, that's true, Reptavia. But even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you, Reptavia, your daughter will not starve.
He's beginning to talk like a man. On the other hand, what kind of a match would that be with a poor tailor? On the other hand, he works very hard. On the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things couldn't get worse for him. They don't get better. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him. She wants him. And look at my daughter's eyes. How hopeful. Tradition! Very well, children. When shall we make the wedding?
Oh, thank you, Papa.
Reptavia, you won't be sorry.
I mean, I'm sorry already.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
Margaret and children. Gold? What am I going to do about gold? What am I going to tell gold? Hello?
Papa, you were wonderful.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a Daniel once again, stood by his side, and miracle of miracles, walked him through a lion's den. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. I was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made a wall fall down. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless God gave us manna in the wilderness. That was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one I thought could never be. God has given you to me. Miracle!
She was standing right there a minute ago!
You must have been dreaming. Tell me what you dreamt and I'll tell you what it meant.
That was terrible.
Tell me.
All right. Only don't be frightened.
Tell me.
This was my dream. In the beginning, I dreamt that we were having a celebration of some kind. Everybody we knew was there. Musicians, too. And then all of a sudden in walked your grandmother Seidel, may she rest in peace.
Grandmother Seidel? How did she look?
For a woman who's been dead 30 years, she looked pretty good. Naturally, I went up to greet her, and she said to me,
A blessing on your head,
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
to see a daughter wed,
mazel tov, mazel tov.
and such a son-in-law, like no one ever saw. The tailor Matu Kamsoy.
Mazel.
A worthy boy is he,
Mazel tov, mazel tov,
of pious family.
mazel tov, mazel tov.
They named him after my dear Uncle Mordecai, the tailor Matu Kamsoy.
A tailor. She must have heard wrong. She meant the butcher.
you must have heard wrong, Grandma. There's no tailor. You meant a butcher, Grandma, by the name of Laser Wolf.
But we announced it already. We made a bargain with the butcher.
Well, tell her. But we announced it, Grandma, to our neighbors. We made a bargain, Grandma, with the butcher, Laser Wolf.
Yes, possibly be any better? Huh? Bouncing on my head, muzzle tough, like Grandma Zeitel said, muzzle tough. We'll have a son-in-law like no one ever saw. The tailor muzzle cams oil.
We haven't got the man
Muzzle tough.
we had when we began.
Muzzle tough.
But since your grandma came, she'll marry, what's his name?
The tailor muzzle cams oil.
That's the boy.
The tailor muzzle cams oil. The tailor muzzle cams oil.
The tailor muzzle cams oil.
Bagels! Fresh bagels!
Oh, did you hear? Tavia Zeitel is marrying my model, not Laser Wolf.
Zeitel's marrying Monica?
Yes!
So what's all the commotion?
Tavia Zeitel's marrying
I know, Laser Wolf the Butcher, it's wonderful.
No! Motzel the tailor.
Michael the Tailor, that's terrible.
What's wrong with my son, Model?
Ah, Mazel tov.
Thank you very much. Nuzzle, do you have a wedding hat for me?
Laser Wolf ordered one, but it's not cheap.
Well, I got his bride. I can get his hat.
Then come, Mazel. Good, come.
Chava, would you watch a shop for a few minutes? I'll be right back.
Yes, of course.
Thank you, Chava. Thank you, everyone.
Mazel tov, Abba. Mazel tov.
Thank you. Please, may I pass?
Why? I'm congratulating you. All right, stop it.
What's the matter with you?
Just stop it.
Listen here.
Goodbye, Sasha. Look, I'm sorry about that. He means no harm.
Doesn't he? Is there something you want?
Well, yes, I'd like to talk to you.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, I've often noticed you at the booksellers. Not many girls in this village like to read. Here, would you like to borrow this book? It's very good.
No, thank you.
Why? Because I'm not Jewish? Do you feel about me the way he feels about you? Yeah, I didn't think you would. And what do you know about me? Let me tell you about myself. I'm a pleasant fellow. Charming, honest, ambitious, quite bright, and very, very modest.
I don't think we should be talking this way.
Well, I often do things I shouldn't. Go ahead and take the book. It's by Heinrich Heine. It happens to be Jewish, I believe.
That doesn't matter.
You're quite right. Good. And after you return it, I'll ask you how you like it. And we can talk about it for a while, and then we can talk about life and how we feel about things. And it can all turn out quite pleasant.
Oh, Fiedka, can I do something for you?
No, thank you.
Oh, you forgot your book.
No, it's mine.
Oh, well,
Thank you, Chava.
good day, Chava.
Good day.
Fiedka.
Good day, Fiedka.
I don't remember growing old.
Mazel and Zeitel. May they live together in peace into a ripe old age. Amen.
Amen.
And our beloved Rabbi, may he be with us for many, many years.
Amen.
Amen.
Now, I would like to announce that the bride's parents are giving the newlyweds the following: a new feather bed, a pair of pillows,
Goose pillows.
and this pair of candlesticks. Now let us in our joy tonight not forget about those who are no longer with us, our dearly departed, those who lived in pain, poverty, and hardship, and who died in pain, poverty, and hardship. But enough tears. Let us be merry and content like our good friend Laser Wolf, who has everything in the world except for a bride. But Laser has no ill feelings. In fact, he has a gift for the newlyweds that he wants to announce himself. Come, Laser Wolf.
Like he said, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. I'm giving the newlyweds 5 chickens. One for each of the first 5 Sabbaths of their wedded life.
Well, Laser Wolf, you are a very decent man. On behalf of my daughter and her new husband, I accept your gift. There is an old saying.
If I'm not marrying your daughter, I don't have to listen to your saying.
If you would wait just a moment, I was only going to say...
Why should I listen to you, a man who breaks an agreement?
Laser, not now, in the middle of a wedding.
I have a right to talk.
What right? This is not your wedding.
It should have been.
Laser did not shame Reb Tevye at his daughter's wedding.
Oh, he shamed me in front of the whole village.
Shut, quiet, Rabbi. Say. Let's sit down.
You all heard the wise words of the rabbi. Listen now.
Now, I would like to sing you all a little
You
song.
can keep your diseased chicken.
You leave my chicken down as we made a vow.
The terms were not settled.
We drank on it.
I saw them and drank on it.
I did.
What's done is done.
Once a butcher, always a butcher.
My grandmother came all the way from the grave.
Blood sign. My grandfather came to me from the grave and told me your grandmother was a big liar.
What's all the screaming about? They drank on it. A sign. An agreement. It's all nonsense. Zygo wanted to marry Model and not Laser.
A young girl decide for herself?
Yes. Why not? They love each other.
Love!
Terrible.
He's a radical.
What's what happened to the marriage?
I say!
Let's sit down.
And let's all dance. It's a wedding.
How wet?
What's he doing?
Stop him.
Who will dance with me?
That's a sin.
It's no sin to dance at a wedding.
But with a girl!
Now, that's what comes from bringing a wild man into your house.
He's not a wild man. His ideas are just
It's a sin!
It's no sin. Ask the rabbi. Ask him.
Well, Rabbi.
Dancing. Well, it's not exactly forbidden.
There, you see, it's not forbidden, huh?
It's no sin. Now will someone dance with me?
It's only a dance, Mama.
Play.
Look at Tevye's daughter.
She's dancing with men!
no,
For
please.
the whole village.
No.
Go on, play.
Not to please you.
I said play.
All right, then, switch.
I am genuinely sorry for you. You understand.
Take him into the house.
What are you all standing around for? Clean up.